Hi folks, this is Quinn, That's Nasty iPhone Guy, and this is a YouTube video unboxing of the very well-anticipated Element case. Now, you saw my address, I don't really care, but it's from ElementCASE, Old Country Road, 227 Belmont, California. I pre-ordered this back on July 1, so it's been a month since anything has happened. They've never sent me an email until like last week when I directly complained to them about it. But if you guys remember, I had the ElementCASE carbon fiber case for the iPhone 3GS, and I really loved it. And so I'm just gonna unbox this for you. I actually don't have my iPhone 4, unfortunately, so I can't fit it and stuff like that and show you how it's gonna work. So that's a serious bummer. However, I am going to kind of just go around the case and we'll get to it. The reason my iPhone 4 is gone is I sold it to SquareTrade. Well, kind of sold it. So my phone broke again. I took it into the Apple store and they said, well, you've opened the phone, which was true because my iPhone 4 got replaced by SquareTrade. So they just replaced the back and Apple said, no, that voids your warranty. So I went to SquareTrade and said, hey, something happened with my phone. I went to Apple and they declined it, so SquareTrade just said, send us your phone and we'll give you $600 for it. And that's the price for a new one. The only problem is my whole city is sold out of iPhone 4s. So once the $600 bank transfer comes through via PayPal, I'll try and go on my hunt to find a new iPhone 4. But for right now, I don't have one. Also, there's a Comply review that was supposed to come out today, and I apologize to Jeff at Comply for promising it but not following through. I just felt like this was a very much needed, anticipated unboxing. People have been wanting to know about this for months, so I felt like I should do this first. However, the Comply review will come this Sunday, and that's all you need to know. So let's open this box. Let's get going. There was some tape right here. I undid it and started to peel, and then I realized, no, this is something I got to do on video. So I haven't opened this all the way before. But hopefully we'll get moving here. Yep, there's a foam layer. Wow, okay, so it actually is a nice, well-composed box. They've never done one of these before. They just throw it in a black box or something like that, but they have real packaging for it. Maybe that's what the month delay was about. There's no inserts, it's just sliding around in there. There are two options. There's a $79 option, which is just the frame. It's only available in black and pink right now. I think they're going to do multicolors and really sexy yellow and green, but they haven't done that yet, which is really disappointing. I wanted one of the colored ones, but you know me, I had to have it first, so I put my order through, and for 20 bucks extra, you can get a carbon plating on the back, which is right here. So let's pull this bad boy open. Here on the back it says frame cap. There's the screws as always. So right now there's black, silver, and graphite. I have the black because that's all I could order. Carbon black plate, black carbon. So you can choose to not get the carbon fiber, but I did. Looks like there's some instructions with that. Pull these out. So you have avoid over tightening screws. This is actually an issue. I did over tighten my ElementCASE screws and I completely stripped the plastic on my original carbon fiber limited edition. So you do have to be careful with that. You want them tight, but you don't want to over tight them. Do not use this end. So let's get into this how-to installation instructions. You take one, you slide it in to the case, and then you take the end cap. Oh, there's the two little screws. Wow. Okay, so that's kind of scary. They only give you two. I remember with the ElementCASE Carbon Fiber Limited Edition, they gave you 5 screws, even though it only required 4. So if you lost one, it's like, oh, there's an extra one, but it doesn't look like they're doing that. Okay, no, they do. They give you 2 extra because there's 4 already on the case. Okay, so that's good. 2 extra. With your case on its side, carefully secure the end cap and screw it in. Okay, seems easy enough. We'll put this back in so I don't lose the screws. I really wish I had my iPhone 4 to fit it, and there's none other iPhone. I have the only iPhone 4 in my family, so everyone else has 3GSs. We have 4 3GSs and 1 iPhone 4, so Told my dad to wait, didn't listen. Okay, so here's the case itself. This is carbon fiber. Okay, so there's the insert. Let's unscrew this bad boy. Had a bit of trouble on the last screw there. Okay, so there goes that. Apparently when you unscrew it, it comes apart. Go figure. Okay, so right now, whoa. Okay, this is tripping me out. All right, so why does this come out? Really? That's okay. This is not good already. The carbon fiber is adhesive. This is a sticker that you actually stick on the back of your iPhone 4. ElementCASE, you're not off to a good start. Shoot. Okay, because look, so these are 20 bucks a piece. What happens if you get a new iPhone case? Which I will. This is like an invisible shield or a Gelaskins or anything like that matter. I'm going to have to pull this off, and chances are it's not going to re-adhese because this is a 3M sticky pad right there. If you look at that, hold on. See that? So, ElementCASE, come on. I thought they would have built it into the case, but they don't. This is just an adhesive. That's really bad. We're off to a bad start. Come on, guys, really? They need to redesign this already. There's some foam bumpers right here. It doesn't, I read on iLounge that they're adhesed. That isn't true. They aren't. Are they? No. No, these aren't adhesed. They're just there to protect it from the metal and to absorb shock. But they did say, I thought they said these were adhesed. That would have been really bad, the fact that you couldn't get your phone out. But this, come on, guys. I'm going to go ahead right now and say don't buy the carbon fiber plate if you're going to get more than one. I mean, sure, this is probably a great protection system. If you're only going to buy one case, and chances are if you are going to buy a $100 case, you probably only will get one case. But for me, that's a downside. Once you have this, this is on. It's either on or off and you're done. So, huge downside. But as a walkthrough kind of on this little system, there is this sticker, which is pretty flexible. Has the carbon logo. Looks nice, but I don't know. You have the frame right here. It's a little bit, they brushed it, but it looks a little scratched. Yeah. Okay, so there's the ElementCASE logo right there. And then this is the frame. It's built out of steel or anodized aluminum or titanium. I forget what it is. Is it a, I don't know, they just say frame. But it's pretty flexible. I mean, considering it's metal, but not a huge concern because it's going to be screwed into the other end, which is right here. And this has a kind of a lip design to it, a little trench there. The Vapor logo is right there, and that's laser engraved, as is the ElementCASE one. So these two are laser engraved. This is a silk screen. So I won't be surprised if you could scratch that off pretty easy. We'll see as time comes. But you have the Vapor 4 logo, and then there's the actual frame. So I think this frame comes in the 3 colors included. So this is the frame. This comes in black, silver, or graphite. I got black because that's the only thing that was available. And then this is the cap color. And you can get this in black, silver, graphite, hot pink, lime, aqua, blood red, solar yellow, and tangerine. And right now, tangerine looked hot. Well, I'm just going to say that. But right now, I think you can only get black and hot pink. So, as of right now, there's not many options. The frame itself seems really solid. Let's screw it back in and kind of go over what this is all about here. So I've screwed the case back together, and one thing to note is that it actually is harder to screw it than the old case. There are 4 little screws right there, and then you use the Allen wrench to tighten them. It's really hard since the frame doesn't snap or clasp, or there's not an overlay where you know kind of precisely where it's going to begin. It was really hard to get the first screw in, but as the case itself, there's the Vapor logo right there. There's this lip, the bottom, the Element. Did I screw it on wrong? I think I screwed this on upside down. This is supposed to go that way, but oh well. Same basic idea. Element case goes up there. There's the totally openness right here. The headphone jack, which is recessed. There's room for the exterior or external or additional or background, whatever you'd like to call it, microphone, the secondary microphone. And then there's a button right here, which I like. It's one of the Apple bumper style buttons. They're metal. I wish they would have done that on the side, but I can see why that would have caused a problem. But yeah, I mean, this is foam completely on the inside, which doesn't seem like the greatest design to me. I don't know, maybe it works really smoothly, but first impressions aren't too good. $100 and you do get a pretty nice frame. It is metal, but this is severely disappointing. They should at least overlay this or create an area for it to lay. That's what I think they should have done. They should have made it a little bit deeper and had a cutout so that that is where it is. It's just like that. The case is like that. And then it's stuck to maybe the frame, and then you can change the caps without this coming out. And then you slide your phone in. But no, this is adhesed to the phone. Really disappointing. Come on, ElementCASE. That seemed like something that just shouldn't be there. Right now, since I haven't tried it, I can't say anything. It feels really nice in the hand, as all the ElementCASE stuff does. It feels a little bit bulky, but I mean nothing more than usual. But you know, I gotta try it with the phone. It is very light. I want to say this is titanium because it's really light, but I have no idea. It could be aluminum or something like that. And then this is just a disaster. So I'll get back to you in a few days once I get my iPhone back. It may be a few weeks. Our reviews are backed up, but this was just an unboxing. I wanted to kind of pull this out, be the first one to really go around the features of it, and there you go. So the ElementCASE Vapor for iPhone 4. This is Quinn, that snazzy iPhone guy, and as always, stay snazzy. See you later, and don't use this end.